Breaking news here at the Financial Guys. I'm with Robby Dinero of Athletes Unleashed for a second time today. He was on our podcast this morning. Robby, I'm hearing New York State is still losing and losing again. Can you tell us what's going on?
I absolutely can. New York State was charging me under New York Regulation 66 Tac 3. They kept fining me for being in violation of that regulation, not wearing a mask, improper social distancing, etc. They just filed what is called a stipulation discontinuing proceeding. The state asked to drop the charges against me. There's all those thousands upon thousands of dollars of fines they've been levying against me because I was supposedly breaking all these regulations under 66 Tac 3. They asked to stop the charge. They're dropping all the charges. And they put in there specifically, whereas respondent New York State Department of Health does not wish to further prosecute this counterclaim. I made sure that verbiage was in there so it was real clear to everybody, and I didn't sign that paper until that verbiage was in there. It's in there and it's signed by a representative of the State Attorney General. They are no longer prosecuting us under 66.3. They are doing this because they don't want people to know that their rules are unenforceable. They were going to lose. We were challenging them in court. They were going to lose before the state Supreme Court. They don't want people to know that their regulations are unenforceable, so they decided to drop the case.
This is an absolutely huge announcement. So what does this mean for most people, ages 12 and beyond, at the end of the day? What does this mean?
So 66 Tac 3 covers face coverings, vaccinations, public spaces, social distancing, and says any person age 2 or over who's medically able to tolerate a face mask is required to cover their face when they're in public, in a public place, can't maintain 6 feet of social distance, or are not vaccinated. And if they choose to fail to do so, they can get fined $1,000. This proves that it is unenforceable. There is no legislation, there's no case law, there's no background that allows for them to do this. They are going to lose. It's unenforceable. So if somebody wants to go around without the face mask, if they don't want to get the vaccination, that's A-OK. It doesn't matter. The state can't enforce it. This is proof.
Well, good for all of us, though, right? At the end of the day,
it's great for us. It's great for us because parents don't have to mask up their kids. And if they're afraid of a fine, Mike, if they're afraid of getting that $1,000 fine, hell, I got, $30,000 fines against me? And they're all dropped. They're gone because it's unenforceable. They can't do anything about it. So this is a great time for people to rise up and do what they want.
That's right. Hey, Robby, at the end of the day, congratulations. This is huge for you and many others out there.
This is a huge win for everybody in New York State. It's got to feel good for our team because all of you are heavily involved in this. So many of you behind the scenes standing up for what's right. I just happen to be the ugly face in front of it. But, man, this is a huge win for everybody in the state because we can live free, and the state knows they can't do a damn thing about it.
Robby, absolutely a huge win. So at the end of the day here, what is next for us? What is next in New York State?
People need to keep their eyeball out for a pledge, a petition that we're going to be circulating in each school district. And we need as many parents as possible to sign this pledge showing that they are willing to not send their kids to school with masks on come fall. So regardless of what they stipulate, regardless of the mandates, regardless of what Cuomo decides to do, we need parents to sign this pledge swearing to send their kids mask-free to school. And they should feel empowered to do so because there isn't anything the state can do about it. They can't take your kids out of school. They can't physically remove them from school. They can't deny them the right to education. They can't get fined. It isn't going to happen. So they got to sign this pledge. And I'll tell you what, we have more waiting for the state. We are waiting for the state to decide, are they going to legislate? Are they going to mandate what's happening with the masks and with the vaccination? And I promise you, we are ready to fight the moment that comes down.
Thanks, Robby. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.